morning, Bobcats. Thank you for letting us into your homes today for another episode of the virtual WBOB Bowley Broadcast Network.
EJ, Quake, and I are so glad that you were able to join us. As Mr. Jamala shares his screen, please join me as we all stand and say the Pledge of Allegiance together as Quake reads us.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated.
Now, please stay pause along with us. E. Participate and practice self-control. A. Always show respect. W. Walk silently and work quietly. Safety first. Pause.
Now let's recite Bowley's purpose statement together. The Bowley School community will educate and enrich the children of our nation's heroes to become successful lifelong learners.
Thank you, Bobcats. Today is Wednesday, June 3rd, 2020. Today is repeat day. I said repeat day.
Now our virtual learning tip of the day. Discover your learning style. Most of us have preferred way of learning. Get to know the learning style you're most comfortable with and study in ways you learn best. Auditory learners prefer learn by listening. Try reading your notes aloud and discussing them with other people. You might like to record key points and play them back. Visual learners prefer to learn by seeing. Try using colors in your notes and draw diagrams to help represent key points. You could try to remember some ideas as images. Tactile or kinesthetic learners prefer to learn by doing. Try using techniques like role-playing or building models to revise key points.
Now for a joke of the day. What did the dentist of the year get?
I don't know. What does the dentist of the year get?
A little plaque.
Now for our word of the day. Today's word is constellation. Constellation, noun. Any of 88 named groups of stars forming patterns. For example, Orion, the hunter. Look for 3 stars in a row. Ursa Major, the Big Bear, which includes the Big Dipper and Cassiopeia. Look for an M or W depending on the time of year. Planetarium. A planetarium is a building in which there is a device for projecting the images of heavenly bodies on a ceiling shaped like a dome. Fort Bragg schools have access to a portable planetarium, which we have set up in the cafeteria on science or STEAM nights. With a planetarium, you can examine the motions of the planets and map the constellations from the comfort of indoors. Thank you. Now we have a special guest who would like to address our broadcast today. Today we welcome Ms. Schorsh. I have a few questions for you, Ms. Schorsh.
Good morning.
What made you want to become an art teacher?
That's an excellent question. I didn't become an art teacher until after the birth of my son. It was sharing what I love most with my son that inspired me to share it with other students. So part of my favorite thing about being an art teacher is seeing the amazing things that you all create.
That was nice, Miss Schorsh. What are your plans for the summer?
Well, that's another interesting question because it depends on our world is a little crazy right now. I usually spend the entire summer traveling the country, camping, hiking. However, it depends on what it's going to look like. I had planned to go to Colorado and California and the Pacific Northwest. So I'm not sure I'm going to make that trip this summer. I'll wait and decide and see how things are.
Hopefully you can go. How has virtual learning been different for you?
Well, virtual learning has been fun, but it's been different that obviously I don't get to see all of you face to face. So I don't get the opportunity to see you create when we're together. The other thing is, though, that it's a fun surprise for me to see what you do when you do share it, especially like the projects, for example, Draw the Music. That one was really amazing because you had the opportunity to take your time, choose your music, and then I learned something about you based on the song that you chose and then what you drew.
That was nice, Miss Schorsh. What do you miss most about being at school now that we are virtual learning from home?
I miss most being with all of you, being one, teaching together, learning together, and being in the same room. So I'm hoping that this fall we'll be able to be together again.
Me too. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Anything else you'd like to say, Miss Schorsh?
No, I think that's it. Excellent questions. It's my pleasure to be here. And I hope all of you have an amazing summer.
You too.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Schorsh. Don't forget that you can watch live on the WBOB live stream every Monday through Friday at 8:15, or catch up with us later on the WBOB YouTube channel.
For the WBOB crew of the virtual Bowley Elementary School at Fort Bragg, this is Quake, signing off. Have a positive Bobcat day.